Good morning, friends. Now that I've talked quite a bit about trash, I want to focus, and it's not that the trash has disappeared because I see a pile down here, but I want to talk about the improvements that have begun to happen in the Fifth Ward area. And I want to start by saying I'm so proud of my high school friend, Kathy Flanagan, the CEO of the Fifth Ward Community Redevelopment Corporation, for all the work that she has done. I also want to give certain kudos to my father, the late Bishop Roy Lee Kossie Jr., who came into this region before anybody was interested in trying to revitalize Fifth Ward. You see some of the older structures still here. He came for spiritual reasons. He said that the Lord told him not to let anyone melt or pour him out of the Fifth Ward area when he purchased the Lions Theater on the corner of Lions and Benson. He said because the area was going to be revitalized. We heard that for decades. Little did I know that one of my classmates would be involved in that very important project. And little did I know that I would eventually be running for Houston City Council, trying to make sure that even as we revitalize these different areas, that the folks who are there are protected and that things begin to look better and everybody is happy. There are territories still to be developed, like this beautiful piece here, and then there are others that have been redeveloped in the area, and you can still see some of the older homes that were built, more than likely rental properties because they all look alike, that are being, I see some signs that I have to get a little closer. They may be up for sale, but this is the point. This region is changing. You can definitely see that it's a community in transition. So yes, these homes are for lease or sale. And then you have just here the newly constructed Mickey Leland College Preparatory Academy for boys. Some of you may remember when there was a fight about whether or not the historic Phyllis Wheatley building should be torn down. Well, they preserved some of it on that campus, and so now we have these young men studying there, and they're preparing for college. One thing I love about these old communities are the beautiful trees that you see over the streets. Okay, kitty kitty, vote KKC for District B. Again, pieces to be developed. And then you can see right here the Fifth Ward Dam Park. And beyond that, the Pleasant Hill Retirement Facility. Yeah, number 11 comes here. This is a very popular spot for a bus stop. There's a historic Ross mortuary and this complex here that was recently built. Yes, it's the Fifth Ward Jam Park. Okay, the sign needs to be redone, but it was once new. So we have the welcome in both English and Spanish, suggesting to you what is true, that the community, the Fifth Ward community, is about 50. It's right at half and half, African American and Hispanic. And some of the newer developments, I'd say within the past 10 to 15 years. Pleasantville Village. We're grateful to be able to hold on to these properties. And this is the historic church, where I've been playing the piano and keyboard instruments for 42 years, going on 43. I can't believe it. But this used to be the old Lions Theater, and now it's the home of Latter-day Deliverance Bible Church. And quite a bit of these grounds here belong to the church for redevelopment projects, and this is the historic Lewis White grocery store building that someone is planning to redevelop, our youth center, and other properties. And it's important to say here that in so many of the communities that are in District B, it's been the most consistent contributions have been made, or preservation efforts have been undertaken by churches in these areas. And so it's really important that we figure out a way to use in a very positive way on behalf of the folks in our city, in District B, to make sure that there are opportunities where we can collaborate on projects that serve the community. It's very important. And here we're coming up on one of the Yes Prep campuses, right? That's right here in the Fifth Ward area. Again, it's a community in transition. And as your city councilwoman, I just want to make sure that that transition is smooth and that everybody is benefiting from it in a very positive way, the children, the elderly. And I'll end here with the Fifth Ward Multipurpose Center. At one point they were revitalizing a section of it, but here you have the Mayor's Citizens Assistance Office. Houston Police Department has presence here, and they are working on, it appears still, the John Wesley Peavy Senior Citizens Center. So that's really awesome. So this is Kossie-Chernyshev. Your choice, your voice for Houston City Council District B. KKC for District B. Karen Cares.